Hi everyone, Jamie here. Thank you for watching today. So in this video we're going to be making these two gorgeous cards, and then this was a bonus make using the offcut from the second card. So I'm using some gorgeous Coco Rosa dies, which I'll show you shortly. The Nuvo drops on these are still drying, so I'll just show you sort of the front of the card. This opens up, it's like a little wallet, and I think that one's really sweet. Then got this gorgeous arch shaped card, very simple in terms of decoration on the front there, and happy birthday. And then the bonus card used in the frame, and this lovely cluster of elements on the left hand side. So these are the products I'm using in today's video. So these are from Coco Rosa Studios. I'm just going to unpackage them. Sorry if there's any rustling. So the links for these products will be in the description box below, and I'll also put a discount code on the screen now, so you get 30% off using my code. So it's been a while since I've had some dies from Coco Rosa, and as you can see, some of the packaging has changed, and I just love this cute little fox that the die is attached to. So I'm going to be making two sort of feminine pretty cards using these two dies in today's video. So you've got this sort of arch frame, and then you've got additional layers then for each sort of section within the frame. It's got this lovely stitched edge to it, and then you've got the straight sort of cutting edge on the inner die. So that's the first one. I'm just going to pop that to one side, and I'm going to show you this die, and we're going to get started using this particular product first. So let me just take it out the packaging again. So I really like the concept of this die. Just remove it from the packaging. So if I get my ruler out, the card base will fold down to 3 3/4 by 5.5. So really nice sort of size. And this side folds over, and this side folds over, and then this sort of creates sort of belt. And yeah, I think is really pretty. So you've got the outside die, so the base die, you've got your scoring edges there, and then you've got your additional layers to go on the inside, and then you've got these additional sort of floral pieces. So I've got my card base here, and these two sort of sides fold in, giving you this really nice unique shape. So just on the inside, I've got this gorgeous blue pattern paper just on those two sides. Then I've got the yellow, so it sort of follows through the design from the front of the card or the outside of the card. And then if I fold those over, I've got the lovely yellow there, this gorgeous pattern paper to go on the inside there, and then a piece for the back. I've also die cut this twice, once in the white cardstock and then in the pattern paper. This is a lighter, it's probably about 180, so it's more of a paper, I would say, than cardstock. So I just wanted to double up on those to give it more strength. And while the glue is still drying, I just went ahead and scored in the center there where I'd like to position this. It's going to look something like this. And then I've got all of these gorgeous pieces then to just build up a lovely cluster on the front, and the sentiment especially for you. So I think that's going to look lovely. So I'm just going to pop you on high speed now while I start to attach everything. So I'm going to use some Collal glue just to help strengthen this piece, and then I'm going to use some hot glue on the front to give those ephemera pieces some extra dimension, and it's good sort of for tucking in additional pieces. and it gives you a bit of time to you know, place them where you'd like them. So you've got this lovely border around. You could use the dies. So if I bring one back in, you could trace around the outside of the die, or even the die cut piece, and add an additional layer on this. You've got your mats and layers, but I thought it'd be really nice for that yellow and the blue to pop against that white. So as I said, just going to pop you on high speed while I get the rest of this decorated, and then I'm going to come back to you and talk you through the second card. So that's the card now decorated. I just want to add some Nouveau crystal drops in the midnight blue, but I just wanted to open and close it before I add that. So I've added a Velcro, or I should say hook and loop dot here, just to fasten that into place. You could use magnets, you could use a glue dot. You could even, which I've just thought about, bring the ephemera over and tuck that inside. It's a nice little afterthought there from me. So got this lovely cluster of flowers and lemons just popping against that lovely yellow pattern paper. I changed the sentiment up because I thought it was too big, and I just wanted to bring that blue back in from the sort of the band, and I flipped the orientation to have it opening this side. So we've got with thanks, pull this open, then you've got inside, sorry, slightly off camera there, inside to write all of your message. And if I close that back up and fold it over, so you could also have some additional design on the inside and write your message on the back. It's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to finish this off by adding some Nouveau drops, just sort of in that yellow space to bring that blue back in, and just continue that design. I'm then going to set this to one side, and I'm going to come back with all my prepared pieces for the next card. So I've gone ahead and prepared lots of my elements off camera. With this one, the dies actually pull apart quite easily, but I've decided to keep them in the frame because it gives you a multitude of options. So I've cut this 3 times, once in white, once in blue or navy, and then in the pattern paper. So with the white, I've got all the pieces here, but leaving the dies together gives you this little frame. So what I've done is I've used the sort of the offcut piece, the shape of this, to just roughly cut a piece that will cover the back of this for all my elements to sit inside. And then I've folded a piece of cardstock and again roughly cut that to shape. So this will have this nice sort of arch shape card, like so. So I've kept the white pieces because I want the main squares to add onto the pattern paper to help strengthen them, but also it'll add an additional sort of layer, so more dimension to those pieces. So my idea for this is to have the white frame and the backing piece attached together. Then I've got these framed elements, so I'm going to sit that inside, and I'll probably attach these pieces as well. So it'll all have one layer there. And then I'm going to discard the white frame piece from here, pop that white piece over the top, and then the coordinating cardstock. Then we've got this really sort of nice arch window effect, I would say. And then I think there's going to be a lot of sort of detail with the pattern paper, so I might just keep it very simple with sentiment, but I'll see once I've added everything together, and sort of have a little bit of a play about with the layers. There's the finished card on that one. I've just added happy birthday and some nouveau drops just to have that continuation of the design. You'll be careful of those nouveau drops, and then this opens up. Sorry, off camera again, just being mindful of those drops there so I don't catch them. Yes, you've got some lovely room inside to write your message. Gone really simple on this one, but I think the gorgeous pattern paper just does sort of all the decoration that's needed. If you went a lot plainer in terms of you know, what you put inside the windows, or just use the frame, then you can build up a lovely cluster sort of flowers or other elements if you wish. Now, I've done a bonus card using the frame that I cut, and I've just added a cluster here and the sentiment, thank you. So there's sort of an alternative way of using the same design, but then you've got this sort of lovely detail with that frame there. So I've just brought back in the first card that we made, and then you've got this lovely trio of cards that have this gorgeous Sicilian summer theme, this feminine pretty theme, and I think they've turned out gorgeous. So don't forget, if you use my discount code, which I'll pop on the screen again for you, and use the links in the description box below. If you've enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, leave a comment, or consider subscribing to the channel. If you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tutorials. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.